I created an After Effects plugin and it's about to help video editors edit 10 times faster. This is the VFX kit and it includes over 150 effects in 7 different tabs. And it took me way too long to make. But now I'm finally done and it's released to the public. And I'll be showing you guys how it works and exactly how it's going to speed up your workflow. So I'm in After Effects right now, and just FYI, the VFX kit is just available for After Effects, and you need to have After Effects 2023 and up. So if you're stuck on like After Effects 2021, just please, for the love of God, upgrade your shit. But right here you can see we got the sexy logo as well as 7 different tabs plus the favorites tab, where you can place your favorite presets and just have them easily accessible in here. But first off, we got the rotor effects, and here we got some rotor effects you add onto straight to your subject. And right here we got some that you can add, and we also got some you can add onto objects, and we also got a bunch of background effects as well. And then we got shakes, a bunch of shakes in here. And let me just show real quick. I'll create a new adjustment layer, and we'll start off with, let's do something basic, maybe like the optical shake right here. Just simply click on the preview, and just like that, the effect is applied onto your adjustment layer, and the keyframes are lined up, of course. And let's just move our adjustment layer down and play through. See, that was a really basic shake, and I applied it pretty easily actually. I'll basically just work pretty quickly and just talk while I do everything, just so you can follow along. And right here I'm going to create a new adjustment layer, and in the VFX kit I think I want to use a transition in between here, like a pretty basic one, like one of these flashes. For the sake of simplicity, I put like the most intense and trippy ones up here, and then here at the bottom I put the basic ones like a flash, it's skew, flash with blur, flash with flicker, a couple blur transitions as well, because you don't always want to go for like the really intense ones. Like right here fits really good with a basic flash with a little bit of blur. That fits really good, and it's a pretty short clip, so I'll create a new adjustment layer and I'll do another transition right here. I'll open up the hits tab actually, and I'll do the bounce a hit one out, and the ones that are named out, you put them at the end of your scene. That's how hits work. So the out, bounce a hit one out, I'll select the adjustment layer and just add this on, and let's just line up my keyframes to the end, and then that's pretty much it. Oh, it's a pretty short clip, so I think I want to shorten down this transition actually to something like this, or maybe just skip it entirely. Let's see what it looks like. And for the next scene right here, I'll do the bounce a hit one in, so it's the second part of that transition. As you can see, they go together like really well. Now for this scene we could go for like a grunge style effect on the main clip. Let's do something like, I'm probably gonna go for this dark glitch and just apply it straight onto my scene, and let's see what it looks like. That's a little bit too dark for my scene. I'll just go for this simple grunge screen effect, and when I add it on, it looks like this. That's a pretty simple one, and we can just add in a quick transition in between there, one of the simple ones. So I'll open up the transition tab and see what we got. This skew transition is a pretty sick one, so I'll simply just add it on and line up the keyframes, and it looks like this. That's a sick transition. I'm a huge fan of that one. And let's just turn on motion blur and jump right into the next one. We have pretty short clips right here, so I'll just remove the shorter ones because it's pretty hard to add something onto them, but I'll do what I can with these clips. Like a CRT clip will look pretty fire, so with the CRT I just open up the CRT tab and add. So I'll create a new adjustment layer and add the CRT effect on top of the skew effect and cut it right here. And I also got some CRT overlays in there that you can simply just add on, so you can have a transition in between your clips with the CRT overlays. So I'll just add it on and put it right between here too. And when you add them on, they're already changed to their what's called the blending mode that it's supposed to be in. So that's great, so you don't gotta spend time doing that shit. Just like that. Let's see if I can play through. So this is what we got right now, and that's a pretty clean CRT with the transition right there. And I'll remove that short clip that I had right there, and let's see what we can add on to this scene. I'm probably gonna go for another hit right here, but one of these kind of vertical hits probably, or just a zoom out. I'll just apply it straight onto my layer and see what it looks like. Of course, turn on motion blur and it looks like that. It's a clean hit. And for this scene right here, it's a pretty short one once again, so I'll probably just go for a shake. Let's see what we can do right here. This distort wiggle is a sick one, so I'll just drag it on and I'll just make it a little bit shorter and then keep it as it is. I'll keep it that way, create a new adjustment layer, and I'll add a hit right here at the end. So I'll open up the hits tab and go all the way down to these zoom hits and just apply one of these, and it's already lined up correctly, so I don't got to do anything except for turning on motion blur and of course cutting the adjustment layer right here. That's a little bit too short. This clip is way too short for all of that, so I'll actually just keep it as it is. I could add in like a vertical shake right here, so I'll open up the shakes tab, search up vertical. Let's use the subtle vertical shake because it's a pretty short scene, so that works perfectly. And actually remove the other scenes because they were just way too short. So let's see what we can add onto this one right here. Let's do some kind of transition because we got a bunch of transitions in here. Like this whoa transition is a sick one, so I'll create a new adjustment layer and just apply it. And then I just gotta line up the keyframes correctly, and I'll cut the adjustment layer right here. So this is what the whoa transition looks like. Yeah, that's a crazy one. I'm a huge fan of that one. Turn on motion blur for that adjustment layer as well. And I'll actually do one last effect. So I'll create a new adjustment layer and I'll put it on top of the whoa transition. And I'll open up the speed ramps tab and I'll go for this grunge sped up effect. So basically what this is, as you can see, we'll have two flashes and then we'll have this grunge sped up effect. Oh, I crashed. GG's. Well, I was just finished anyway, so let's call it a day right here. Thank you. I'll leave the result up on the screen right now. But that's pretty much it. If you want to go and grab the VFX kit, I actually got a buy one get one free sale going on right now. But that means if you add the VFX kit to your cart, you can add another one of my preset packs, not one of my bundles, just one of the packs, and grab it for completely free. So that's $37 of value for completely free when you get the VFX kit. But that's pretty much it. If you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. If you didn't, thank you anyway.